נהדר בקודש לא רק תהילות אוסף אליהם לא רק תהילות אוסף אליהם מלכותך ובניך פוגע ים לפני משה מרים זה אלינו ויאמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נהדר בקודש לא רק תהילות אוסף אליהם לא רק תהילות אוסף אליהם
come on in and find a seat. All right. There's a lot of schmoozing out there, which is okay because it's Hanukkah. This is a good holiday for schmoozing. All right, so we're going to sing the schmoozers in the door because that works for us. So we're starting tonight with a little Hanukkah medley. So if you turn to page 365, this is where our Hanukkah section is. Follow us. It's going to go fast, but it's going to be awesome. We're starting Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah.
Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance a hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are praying, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
The next one is on 366 because the hits just keep coming.
Sivivan, sov, 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 Hanukkah, hu chag tov, Hanukkah, hu chag tov, Sivivan, sov, 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 Chag simcha uleam, Nes gadol haya sham, Nes gadol haya sham, Chag simcha uleam, Sivivan, sov, 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 Hanukkah, hu chag tov, Hanukkah, hu chag tov, Sivivan, sov, 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 Chag simcha uleam, Nes gadol haya sham, Nes gadol haya sham, Chag simcha uleam, Sivivan, sov, 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 Hanukkah, hu chag tov, Hanukkah, hu chag tov, Sivivan, sov, sov, sov. I have a little dreidel, I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, then dreidel I shall play. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, then dreidel I shall play. It has a lovely body, with legs so short and thin. And when it gets all tired, it drops and then I win. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. When it's dry and ready, then dreidel I shall play. My dreidel's always playful, it loves to dance and spin. A happy game of dreidel, come play now let's begin. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel, dreidel, oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, then dreidel I shall play.
That's a lot of Hanukkah songs. All right, welcome everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Happy Hanukkah.
Shabbat Shalom.
Oh, that's true. I did a terrible job. This time, Ella, you got me. Okay, so Ella is right. When I say Shabbat Shalom, you say Shabbat Shalom back. So Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Beautiful. Nicely done. All right, so now I have to share that before the service began, we were asked by some friends in the Peanut Gallery over here how long the service was going to be. We told them 4 or 5 hours, probably. But now that we've seen how many little ones are in the crowd, we are maybe going to make this an abbreviated service. So tonight's service will still be lovely, but it'll be abbreviated, and I know some of you have signed up to join us afterwards for latkes and sufganiyot. So we are excited to be here to be with you all tonight as we celebrate Shabbat and we celebrate Hanukkah together. We also acknowledge that everyone comes here for really different reasons, and while some of you are here because it's a simcha, some of you are just here to experience Shabbat. Some of you are praying for people you love who are in need of healing. For so many different reasons, and so I hope that whatever it is that you came here for tonight, that you find what it is you're looking for. Now, one of the things that we are here to celebrate is that Miss Ireland Rubenstein is becoming bat mitzvah tomorrow morning, and so it's my pleasure to invite her grandma, Betsy, up here to help us with the lighting of the candles, and I didn't even ask you this, but lots of friends. All right, Penelope, are you ready for this? Okay, because we have two things to do. First, we have to light our Hanukkah menorah before we can light our candles. And grandsons. They're here. The whole gang. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's a lot. All right. It's still fire, so we're going to put Grandma in charge of it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Hanukkah. Don't worry, there's another blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim ha'em bazman hazeh. And since it's our first night together as a congregation, we'll add a shehechianu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Beautiful. And now that our Shabbat candles are lit, or now that our Hanukkah candles are lit, we also have to do our Shabbat candles. They're magical. Ooh. Actually, you know what's really cool? This is just like in the ancient menorah. This is actually oil inside here. So this is just what it would have been like in the ancient temple. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Are you the oldest of the grandchildren? Are you the oldest one here? All right, I'm going to have you hold. I'm going to have you hold it on. All right, you ready? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei pari hagafen. All right, let's let just Grandma drink it, just in case. Germs. Beautiful. All right, and then, well, let's open this first. Okay, here we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Beautiful job. You guys were awesome. Good ringers. Do you have one? Yeah. All right, so my friends, we're going to ask you now, if you will, please rise, and we're going to join each other in the call to worship on page 28.
Yet wide awake, am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand ברכו את אדוני המבורך. ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד, לעולם ועד. ידלי לילה, 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 ידלי לילה.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So we'll continue on now with the words that are the watchword of our faith, the words of the Shema. The
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Yailai, 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam, Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam, Leolam Va'ed. Yailai, 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 yailai,
Please be seated. We'll continue with the Ve'ahavta on 36. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'elem asher nochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'beitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech uv'shofpecha uv'kumecha ug'shartam la'ot al yadecha v'hayu latotafot b'neinecha וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Later on tonight, we'll be talking about the Maccabees, these great Jewish heroes who we talk about on the holiday of Hanukkah. Now, some people think they were called the Maccabees because it means hammer, but other people say that it's actually an acronym for the prayer that they would say when they went into battle, that they would say, Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, and those words together spelled out Maccabee. So tonight we're doing a little bit of a mashup. We're going to do Mi Chamocha, and then if you want to have one finger on page 40 with Mi Chamocha, and then the other finger on page 365, we'll do some Mi Chamocha into Ma'ot Zur.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נטע בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה. מה עוצו ישועתי, לך נאה לשבח, תיקון בית תפילתי, ושם תודה לשבח, לתכין מטבח, מצרם נבח, אז אגמור בשיר מזמור, חנוכה המזבח, אז אגמור בשיר מזמור, חנוכה המזבח. Rock of Ages, Rock of Ages, let our song praise your saving power. You amidst the raging foes were our sheltering tower. Furious they assailed us, but your arm availed us, and your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us, and your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us.
Our tradition recognized that there would be times when the prayers that we usually say do not necessarily fit with the people who we have before us. And so there is actually a version that they had of tefillah, of the central prayer of our service, that we were told that you can say if you have like people chasing after you, or if you're in some sort of significant danger, or if you just really want to eat some latkes. So we're going to do that version of our prayer tonight, which can be found on page 65, and I'll ask you to please rise. So in 65, we'll read responsively. Let us praise Adonai, source of knowledge and light, from whom we draw wisdom and insight. Let us savor the fullness of each and every day, and fill our souls with the treasure of Shabbat. And let us appreciate these distinctions, sacred from profane, charity from greed, purpose from drift. Let us affirm our covenant as God's people. Let us honor those who study Torah. Let us uphold the truth of ongoing revelation. Let us celebrate the glory of our tradition and draw refreshment from the well springs of prayer. Let us respect tradition and encourage creative faith. And let us dress ourselves in the garments of God, compassion for the needy, embrace of the stranger, and then spread the canopy of peace over all the world. Please be seated. So no matter what we do on our Friday night services, we know that there are people who come to this place and people who are watching from home who more than anything come because they are in need of healing prayers or their loved ones are. So we'll turn now to page 253. And if there's someone who you are thinking of in your circle of friends or your family who could use some healing prayers and who would appreciate knowing that their names were shared here, I'd invite you to share them at this time. So tonight we're also thinking of Arlene Alper and Eric Ash, of Betty Blumoff and Belinda Dana, Maureen Dent and Lorraine Elbine, of Glenn Figgis and Steve Forrest, Marcia Gillerman, Carl Greenberg, Paul Hallekas, Linda Lander, of Nathan Levinson, of Joel Levy, of Drew Patchen, Lacey Weinstein, and David Wool. So for them and for us, we sing the Mishaberach.
Mishaberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishaberach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Ose shalom bimroma, Ose shalom bimroma. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Ose shalom bimroma. Ose shalom bimroma. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down.
I want to welcome everyone again and wish you all a happy Hanukkah. I'll be speaking for the next 30 minutes on how Hanukkah is spelled. Let's translate. I'll try and be brief. I do know that there are a lot is waiting to reiterate what Rabbi Amy said. I just want to remind everyone how special it is to see you all here, to have you here. Welcome all of our guests. And hold on, I'm going to fix the sound in a second. This is fun. This is really fun. Let's not do this every Shabbat, but this is fun. So, if it stops, I do want to talk. I do want to talk about a particular story and share with you something that's come up this week. So, it's still going, right? Right? Do you want a wireless mic? Okay. Let's go get Hanukkah milk.
It's a Hanukkah miracle. You think we might have done? All right. Okay.
CH. Okay, just kidding. So this week, a friend of mine came and asked me if I could explain the Hanukkah story to him. But he asked me in a very specific way. He said to me, it's not that I just want to know the Hanukkah story. What my friend said to me is, a lot of people are asking me what the Hanukkah story is. And I just want to know, how can I tell the Hanukkah story? And I thought about the question for a little bit. I thought to myself, it's not just how do we tell the Hanukkah story. What I was being asked by this person is how do we tell the Hanukkah story to the world? How do we tell the Hanukkah story to people who we know and we love, like you guys, but also to people who are out there that may not love us or may not know us? I thought that was a really great question. Yep. This reminds me of my headgear from when I was in 8th grade. But if it helps people hear the answer to the Hanukkah question, I'm going to give it a try. Thank you, Ralph. So there's a really, really important reason for the fact that it's very difficult to tell the Hanukkah story. We know that, first of all, it's a little bit confusing. And secondly, it's not so easy to go around and boast and tell the Hanukkah story these days. So I really put a lot of thought into that question. I thought it was a very profound and powerful thing. So why don't we know the Hanukkah story? There is an important reason. The first important reason is that it's not in the Bible. So if you were looking for the $1,000 Jeopardy question about Hanukkah, the answer is not, what is not in the Bible? Not in the Bible. So if you didn't know the story, you kind of got cheated a little bit. And I'll tell you why. Because when the Jewish authors of the Bible finished canonizing it, they actually decided to take that story out. But when Christian folks put their Bibles together, they left the story of the Maccabees in. No fair. C'est lo fair. And not only that, but actually all throughout Christian art, through the medieval period and on the Renaissance, you have amazing portrayals, literature, paintings of Judah the Maccabee. You have operas donated or dedicated to Judah the Maccabee. It's really amazing. So again, if you feel like you didn't get the whole story, it's because, well, nobody gave it to you. So don't feel bad. You're off the hook. I'll tell you one more thing. Rabbis don't really like answering and talking about Hanukkah at all. There's a historical precedent for this. The entire book of the Talmud, which is the second biggest, greatest, most compilation of works after the Bible, the whole Talmud had every chance to put together and explain what Hanukkah was. And There's no separate book for it. It's actually stuck in the back of the section on Shabbat. And it's behind the section for what are we supposed to do. And I want to thank you for how we light Shabbat candles. And Kolgabo, you did such a great job. You really did. First, the menorah, and then afterwards. It's kind of a dilemma. Did you wonder a little bit for a minute? Okay. Kolgabo, nicely done. The Talmud goes on and it explains to us, I know what Shabbat candles are. And this is the only explanation it gives. It says, but what's Hanukkah? The Talmud answers, the sages taught on the 25th of Kislev, the days of Hanukkah are 8. One cannot eulogize on them. One cannot fast on them. So if you're thinking about fasting tonight, you must eat the donuts or latkes or something. No fasting. What is the reason for all of this? When the Greeks entered the sanctuary, they defiled all the oil that was in there. And then the Maccabean kings and queens, the Hasmonean monarchy, overcame them, and they were victorious over them, and they searched and found only one jar of oil. Do you guys know this part? And that was placed with the seal of the high priest, and it was not messed with by the Greeks. And there was only enough oil there to light the menorah for only one day, and a great miracle occurred. And they lit the menorah, and the oil lasted 8 days. And the next year, the sages instituted those days and made them holidays with recitation of special thanksgiving and prayer, and that's it. Nobody gets to play with dreidels. Nobody gets to eat latkes. Nobody gets to have gelt. Nobody gets to have presents. Nobody gets to have jelly donut. There's not a single mention of any of the good stuff. Oh, well, good for you. The Talmud doesn't give us a great answer. It's very brief. The Bible doesn't give us any answer, or they cut it out. So now that the sound is perfect, I want to give you my answer, and I want to give the answer to my friends who are asking me that question. How do we tell the world the story of Hanukkah? This is the story that I would tell. A long time ago in the land of Israel, there were people who were afraid of being too Jewish. They were worried that they wouldn't fit in if they looked too Jewish, if the foods they ate were too Jewish, if the way they dressed was too Jewish. They just were afraid of fitting in. And they thought that their lives would be better if they could just blend in and be like everybody else. And the government agreed. But there were a small group of Jews, like the people that are in this room tonight, who didn't feel that way. They wanted to be proud of their Judaism, their faith. They felt that being Jewish was something that not only was worth standing up for, but something that they should be able to show the world. They wanted to become a bright light that everyone could see. The Jewish people are defined as a light among the nations. That is who we are, and nothing less. The people who wanted to be these lights were willing to fight for the right to be Jewish and to take back the places of worship that had been taken away from them. They wanted to be in charge of their own lives and their own destinies. These people came to be known by the name Maccabee. They are the heroes of the Hanukkah story. They are the ones who knew what it meant to be dedicated to their faith and their people. That's actually what the word Hanukkah means. Chinuch, to dedicate, dedication. So what is the real story of Hanukkah? It's not just about the candles that we light, although you did a great job. It's not just about the latkes, but you shouldn't fast and shouldn't go hungry. So I'll be done in a moment. Thank God. It's about the idea of being a light unto the nations. About being the kind of light that says we are proud to be who we are. We are proud to be different. We are proud because what makes us different are our values, our sense of justice, our belief that everyone has the right to dress and eat and pray and talk and learn and love the way that they so choose. And that's what it meant to be a Maccabee then, And that's what it still means to be a Jew today. And that is what I want to tell the world tonight. And I hope that you put your menorah in your window and you light those lights and you remember, all of us, we are to be a light unto the nations. That is the Hanukkah story. Shabbat Shalom.
So I'll ask you, if you will, to please rise, and we'll turn to page 2.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
And though Hanukkah is a time of joy, we take a few moments and recall with love the names of those taken from us in recent days, and our hearts go out to their families in sympathy as we recall their names: Michael Bierman, Ellen Pokris, Steve Simon, and Steve Swafford. And we now recall the names of those, the anniversary of whose death occurs on this Shabbat, and whose names have been inscribed in the archives of our congregation or on the Wall of Honor for perpetual memorial: Arnold Belair, Jenny Sachs Blumenfeld, Molly Davis, Harold Dubinsky, Lulu Enoch, Emmanuel Finn, Erwin Fox, Lillian Fox, Harry Frayne Jr., Edith Morgan Frank, Mabel Pitzel Frank, John Fried, Lotta Fried, Dr. Newton Freund, Irma Gerchen, Lily Kohani Glick, Samuel Hacker, Anna Hagen, Dora Hamburg, Dr. Nathan Hirschberg, Erwin Horowitz, Louis Hurwitz, Elliot Jacobs, Norma Katz, Molly Kay, Margaret Wolf Cohn, Pauline Cutton, Sarah Latman, Samuel Lowenstein, Sidney Martin, Harry Meyer, David Pasternak, Anita Lockmeyer Prell, Rosalind Mahler Puffles, Annabelle Rittenbaum, Adolf Rosenberg, Ida Rosenberg, Erwin M. Rubenstein, Ben William Sanders, Dr. Jacob Shermer, Philip Schiffer, Lily Schwartz, Marguerite Friedman Schwartz, Bertold Schweitzer, Richard Scher, Judy Siegel, Celia Smith, Gerald M. Stein, Sadie Fraley Sticks, Molly Tannenbaum-Cohn, Harry Tenenbaum, David Lewis Thompson, Max Ermacher, Rachel Wasserman, Oscar Wildman, and Arthur Zeev. So these names and the names that we keep in our hearts, we turn to the words of the Mourner's Kaddish on page 294. Yitzkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ba'alma divarach rute v'yamlich machute, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uvchaye dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'emru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach la'alam omei almaya, Yitzbarach v'yishtabach v'yitzpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudasha b'richu, la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, Ta'amiran ba'alma ve'emru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'emru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'emru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. We say amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru So a few words before we turn to our closing song. First of all, if you are joining us for latkes and sufganiot, I know people sign up in advance. You are going to go actually out any of the doors, and you'll go that way around to the Isserman Auditorium. We also have a delicious oneg that is going to be out that way, so there's food and treats everywhere you go. We want to thank our Ruach Band -1. You guys were beautiful tonight. Thank you so much. And we need to do one final closing song. We're not doing Light Wind Candle, don't worry. Next year we'll do Light Wind Candle. But tonight we're doing Not by Might, which is on page 365.
Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone shall we all live in peace. Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone shall we all live in peace. The children sing, la-da-dee-da. Children dream. At the tears may fall, and you'll hear them call, and another song will rise. Another song will rise. Another song will rise. Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone shall we all live in peace. Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone shall we all live in peace. Not by might, not by power.
Shabbat Shalom and Happy Hanukkah!
Hey. Wow, that was entertaining.